Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? How we doing tonight? Let's see. We are live. Hope everybody's having a good night. All right, we got people jumping on. How y'all doing tonight, guys? Great to see you. Where is everybody at here? Okay, great to see you guys. Guys, post in the comments where you're chatting from. If you can hear me, okay. And I hope everybody's having a great day. I've been going through the presentation for tonight and super excited about it, guys. So, Philip, my man, appreciate you, brother. Great to see you, man. How you doing, Philip? I hope all is well. What's the weather like over in the UK, man? It's been absolutely terrible in Ohio lately, in the Midwest. The weather's just been terrible, man. So I hope you're doing well. Hello. So guys, if you can click on the link to Grant StreamYard Access, I'll be able to see your name like this. So Tej, what's going on, my man? Or today, my man, today in the house. Dude, love it, bro. Today your video last week was just incredible, man. So really appreciate that, dude. Super helpful talking about the topical. And dude, you've been an incredible part of the TV, man. So much appreciated. Minneapolis in the house. We got Luke in Minneapolis. How you doing, man? Luke, great to meet you, bro. We got gosh, they're coming in quick. Okay, so we go from Minneapolis to Pakistan. This is just blows my mind. Literally blows my mind that we're talking to people in Pakistan. So I don't know what your name is, but you're so welcome, and I'm so glad that you're here. And it's such an honor to be able to have you as a guest and to be able to communicate and hopefully provide some value to you. So love it. Really inspiring. Check it out on Adegen TV. I love it. From Toronto. I knew this question was coming. I knew it. So I got an answer for that, and I will share that with you soon. Nick, my man. Nick, look at that profile picture of that hair, bro. I love it, man. We're going to be talking about you tonight. So, Nick, I appreciate you, dude. Sunny Hawaii, I'm jealous, man. I'm super jealous. Wait till you see a picture later here. Massachusetts, Claudia. Oh, Claudia, one of my favorites. So great to see you. Claudia, I got your email, and I have not had a chance to reply yet, but as soon as I get done with this, I'll reply to your email. So I appreciate you. Kansas City in the house. Travis, what's going on, man? So guys, I hope everybody is having a great day. And everybody's staying warm. The weather's been crazy. I was traveling this week to Monday to work on the brush that I'll talk about here in a little while. But and there was stuff going on in Texas, crazy weather in Texas. Naveen, my man. Naveen, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. I'll be seeing you soon. I need to get some more letters. Excuse me. I hope you're doing well. I hope the hair is looking good, man, and regrowth is still happening. Last time I saw you, dude, I was blown away. From the Philippines, incredible, nice hair. I got a little trim. I got a little haircut this week. So I watched the Super Bowl and I saw Tom Brady had short hair. I was like, man, I'm really inspired by this guy. I'm going to change it up a little bit. So I got a little haircut. Yes, today. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you, Philip. I appreciate you, man. So I hope you guys are doing great. It truly is an honor to be here with you guys from literally all around the world, which is it just truly blows my mind. So I appreciate it, and we will get the show on the road. Let me slide over here to share my screen with you guys, and we are getting started. So, guys, I got to do a legal disclaimer here, so I don't get in trouble. The following is designed to entertain and inform, not provide medical advice. I'm not a doctor. You should always consult your doctor when it comes to your personal health or before you start any treatment. So that is a medical legal disclaimer. And yeah, there's a lot going on in the medical world. So I got to protect myself and the business, and I hope you guys all feel disclaimed. So, guys, we are at 5,000 members in our private community here, our family, that's growing like wildfire. And I still feel like we're just getting started. So we have, it's just incredible though. 5,000 people. I was talking to Austin on the phone last night. And we changed the group name. You can't, once it crosses 5,000, you can't change the group name again. So we're like, man, I really like the Hair Loss is History. So we changed it back to Hair Loss is History, but we got 5,000 people in the group. So I saw this given. I was like, oh, this is perfect. So we're partying. It's a blessing. We're super pumped. We appreciate every single one of you guys. And it's just so awesome and such an honor for me to just be included in the group. And I do feel like, I feel very fortunate and very privileged just to be a part of the group and to see all of you guys supporting one another. This was a post that I put in the group last night. And yeah, I was, it's been super busy, and guys, we're doing everything we can to keep up. We are a small, fast growing company, but we're doing everything we can to keep up with all the demand and all the orders and the products, and making sure that doing our best to, not go out of stock. So we're working really, really hard, but I still am trying to stay in the group as much as possible. And I was in the group last night, and I was seeing just all of the comments and all, the posts, and just reading through some of the posts, and just spent some time really just reading through and not necessarily commenting as much, but just kind of reading and looking at the engagement and watching you guys support each other. And I was very serious when I said this. I feel like it's such a blessing to have this community, and I think it's a really special community. And I wish that more of the world engaged with each other, like I think the way that this community does. So it truly is special in my mind. I think it's a blessing to me. I'm inspired by it every day, and it keeps me going, guys. It really does. I'm inspired by you guys. I think it's so cool that we can have a company client engagement and relationship. And it's more than that. It's really that I feel like we're all in this thing together, and we're supporting one another. And I love to see how much you guys support each other. And it's just a blessing. I'm super thankful for you guys. I love it. And I am truly inspired by each and every one of you guys. So I love it. So back to what I was talking about. We changed the name of the group to Hair Loss is History. And Luch, you can't get anything by Luch, man. She is on the ball. And Luch posted this in the group today. And I wanted to just take a second to talk about this, because we have so much going on, and we have, our hair's on fire, and we're just trying to keep up. And it's easy to it's easy to take the journey and not enjoy the journey. And I think it's really important. And it's something that I really think is important for me and my team to enjoy the journey. And there's been all these crazy milestones and all these things that have happened. And there's been so many of them. And I actually was listening to Tom Brady, one of his videos. They're doing a documentary on him, and he was talking about his journey, that all these steps that he did, and all the things that he, all these little seemingly insignificant decisions, and all the things that he was working on and worked towards. And then now looking back on his career, it's like, it blows him away, him. And he's the guy that was, doing it. But this Hair Loss is History is something that I was thinking about this when Luch posted, and it truly, I believe in miracles, because this truly was a miracle. And I remember exactly where I was. Like, this is our tagline. Adegen is a whole nother miracle. Coming up with that name and getting that name and the domain and everything. But Hair Loss is History. I was walking. I used to live in Santa Monica. I'm doing everything I can to get back to LA. But first and foremost, my priority is for you guys. So I can't leave until we get everything taken care of here with the shipping and packing and everything. But I was walking in Santa Monica. I would go to Starbucks in the morning. I'd get a coffee, and I'd walk down to the beach, and I'd do like a little meditation, quiet time, go for a walk on the beach, try to get my mind right, and listening to positive stuff. And I was walking down Montana Avenue. I took a right on Fifth Avenue, and I was thinking, man, it'd be really cool if we had like some kind of cool tagline. But I was like, nah, what could I come up with, with a tagline? And it's like hair loss. And literally, like, from the universe God, whatever you want to say, or infinite intelligence, like it just came into my mind. Hair loss is history. And I was like, no way. I'm like, that's way too good. like, there's no way that that's going to be available. And I checked, and I applied for the trademark myself actually, and we got the registered trademark. So we're literally the only company in the world that can say that, and I think it's really special. So when Luch posted that, it just kind of took me back to that moment, and I was like, man, I got to share this with you guys because there truly has been so many miracles that as I look back on this journey, and it's been 9 years. It's been 9 years now. And, you guys, it looks like we just got started. Feels like we just got started, kind of. But this journey has been so long, and it's so easy to forget all the different things that have happened along the way. So I saw her post this, and I was just like, man, I gotta share how that came to be. So let me just make sure you guys can hear me okay. I hope the volume, you guys, everything is okay. Okay, it looks like we're doing good. Okay, going back. So guys, this is the wins from the last 2 weeks, since February 6th. I think it was the last time I did the training. So this is our dear Lisa. Lisa is, she said, I'm feeling so happy. I've tried so many things over the years. I spent $10,000 on hair vitamin shampoos, light cap oils. It happened gradually, and over time, it became so depressing. It had me feel, I'm going to not get emotional here. It had me feel washed up, not worthy, and downright ugly. My dermatologist diagnosed me with frontal fibrosis alopecia. I'm going to slide over here and change this to full screen. She diagnosed me with full frontal alopecia, and so she talks about a routine here: the shampoo, the brush, the topical, the derma roller, and boom, Lisa, this is incredible. And I know there's been some other people in our group that are women that have battled with this, with frontal fibrosis, and it's just so awesome to see your results here. And what happens with frontal fibrosis is the scalp, or the epidermis, gets calcified, and because it does, the hair follicles, the hair follicles aren't getting blood flow. So all these things, guys, really come down to blood flow. The argument of the chicken and the egg, it really simply comes down to blood flow to the hair follicle. And that's for androgenetic alopecia. It's for frontal fibrosis. The only caveat to that, I would say, is alopecia areata, which is more of an autoimmune issue. And that is outside of my expertise. There's some really promising studies and stuff coming out. And I'm excited to hopefully be a part of that, and to serve and help people with that as well. But right now, that is kind of outside of our specialty. But this is why we do what we do. And this is a big deal. Like, it truly is a big deal to me and to our team and to you guys, I know. So it's just so awesome to be a part of this. So this is Lisa's other side, and you can see just a dramatic difference. And I don't even know, this is day 90, which is, this is just truly almost unbelievable to me and inspiring. And most people and doctors and we're doing our best to get the word out, guys. And we will continue to get the word out, because there's millions of people that need like effective solutions that actually work, and they need the right information. So we're doing our best. That's our mission and our purpose, and why we're working our tail off every day. But Lisa, I'm just so happy for you. This is so awesome. Your hair looks so good, and the temple's filling in, and your overall hair just looks super healthy. So I'm super excited for you. Thank you so much for being, and guys, thank you for everybody, that's posted these pictures. This takes a lot of courage, guys, to, to share their vulnerability and to take pictures and post this in a group of 5,000 people. And now it's being, we're talking about it here. It's a really big deal, and I take it very seriously. And I want to protect everybody. And I want you guys to know I do protect you guys, and I will fight like hell and we will do whatever it takes, and we are, to making sure that this is a safe group. It's a private group, and that there is nothing but love and positivity here. And we're, I feel called to serve people that that we can help, and that are kind, loving people that want to, that exactly the type of people that are in this group. And we're not called to serve everybody, and we can. So anyway, all that to say is, guys, I take it very seriously, this group, and protecting all of you guys. So thank you so much, Lisa, for sharing that. Jason in the house, he said, excited to include the 90-day progress pics. So guys, another just 90 days. Long way still to go, but I'm well on the way to restoration. I'm 1 week away from hitting the 3-month mark, and extremely happy with the results. First pick is close to 1 month in, for anyone on the fence. So giving us some love. Hair loss is, there it is. Hair loss is history. Unbelievable. So Jason, incredible, dude. Like, you can see a lot of regrowth here. You can see the little, hairs being restored pretty much all throughout the crown there. And it looks really good. You can see, like, on the left side that you have like a little mole there. You can't see it on the right. So it looks really good, dude. Super awesome. Here's another pic from that you shared with us. So day 1 and day 90. And yeah, guys, this is awesome. And so Jason, you're still just at the very beginning, dude. Like, and I also want to say that to everybody else in the group. You see, as I go through these, and it's easy to have high expectations, and I think you should have high expectations, because Adegen it's an incredible system and product, and the results are amazing, but you also have to have realistic expectations. And it takes time to restore health to the hair follicle. And I once again, I'll just say 90 days is the very beginning when you should start to expect to see results, because that is the the anagen. The anagen is the growth phase of the hair cycle, and as hairs transition into a new growth cycle, the early phase of the anagen cycle is like 90 to 100 days. So for the hair to develop a new hair bulb and to a shaft that pokes through the skin, so you can start to see what's going on. So Jason, I'd say you're way ahead of your progress is great, and you're ahead of schedule. And you can see, like, on the left, dude, your crown, and the hair regrows, and basically the reverse pattern that it went out. So it fills in kind of from the outside in, and you can see here how his crown is getting smaller on the outside, and new hair growth is coming on the inside. And then same with on the right side picture. So dude, I mean, new hair growth on the hairline, bro. I'm super pumped for you, dude. And yeah, it looks awesome, bro. So keep doing what you're doing. It looks really good. I don't know if you shared your routine. You probably shared it. Somebody probably asked you, but super pumped, Jason. Looks great, man. Ian said 9 days from 3 months. Even seeing my hairline growing back. It's been such a crazy thing to watch. My rolling and brushing is such a game changer. So I put the comments in here below because Keith said, dude, my hairline is also returning. And then Ian said, congrats. I'm almost to a point to leave the house without hair fibers, which is insane to think about. So dude, I love it, man. So again, way early, you're just 90 days, dude. You're literally at the tip of the iceberg, bro. Like, it's just going to get more and more exciting from here. And the blessing is, like, or what I get most excited about really is, like, yes, you're getting regrowth, and you will continue to get regrowth. That's going to fill in, but dude, you're also not going to have to worry about hair loss again in the future. So it's like, it's incredible that you can not only just stop hair loss, which, and I get, there's a lot of people still that, post and don't believe what we're doing is possible. But you can absolutely stop hair loss, and you can reverse it, as you're seeing here. So dude, I love it, bro. Congrats, man. Keep me posted and keep doing what you're doing, man. And I love the ink, bro. So Rain said, wow, another 90 day or so. Guys, we got a lot of new people in the group, a lot of new people getting started. First pictures with dry hair, I'm able to cover my thin spots so much better. The other pictures are right after a shower. I wish I would have used the flash in the original, but the best I could do. Excited for 6 months. Thanks, man. My pleasure, brother. So look at the difference, not just in the crown, but the overall health of the hair and the texture and the color. Incredible, dude. So, like, this is a young guy, Rain, like, dude, you're a young, good looking dude. And this is like, I really connect with guys like you because I see, like, I feel like, you know, because I was in your shoes, dude. So I know what it's like to be a young guy, and to go through that. So it's again, super thankful. But dude, you can see the hair health. I mean, bro, your hair looks freaking awesome, bro. A full head of hair, and you can see not only, I mean, look at the temples. You can see the temple filling in, but look down at the temple. You can also see how that, and the same thing happened to me on my hairline. Let me put this over here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You can see like how his hair filled in here, but you can also see the difference here. And this is, you know, I've talked about having a hair transplant before, which was right here to here, but this, nothing here. This was completely regrown from, you know, the Adegen protocol, and you can see what's happening here to him. So again, it looks like you had a hair transplant, bro. This is incredible. Your hair looks healthy, and I'm super, super thankful. Sarah, another special one here. She says, 5 months in, anyone else have a love-hate relationship with all the hair regrowth? Mine's out of control. I cannot get it to lay down, but I love seeing the hair come back. So Sarah's had a pretty incredible progress. And yeah, in this post, she didn't put her before pic, but you can see it in the group, and it's just incredible. So Sarah's local to, you know, she's actually in the same area that I'm in here. And Sarah, your hair looks great. Your hairline's like, oh, it's so good. And that, like, it's just incredible. So it looks great. I'm so happy for you, and it's just going to keep getting better and better. Bobby's in the house. He said, I've not posted here in a bit. I thought I'd share my own progress pics, 3 months. And I'm really excited for continued growth. So the left is his before, the right is his 3-month pic. And yeah, you can definitely see some regrowth happening in the back. It looks like it's filling in. And again, like Bobby, 90 days is literally just the beginning, dude. So keep doing what you're doing. I think I commented on your post, and dude, you know, you're a guy that I would definitely recommend, like at least probably 3 milliliters of topical solution to really get this going, because the more severe the hair loss, the longer it takes to grow back. And but dude, there's absolutely progress here. And I can see like that side of the crown, it's filling in like this as well. So dude, keep doing what you're doing. Make sure you're applying enough topical solution, really brush aggressively with the SM brushes, and use the roller, you know, every 3 days before you apply the topical solution. But looking good, man. So this was another one that really hit me pretty hard today. He said, okay, Adegen family, I've been shy about my hair for the last few decades. I can't believe I'm going to post these photos. And that's what I'm saying, guys. It's a big freaking deal. And it takes a lot of courage and vulnerability, and it's something that's very special. He said, I'm not living in the same place when I was, so the lighting's a little bit different, but I did my best to take good pics. Here comes a disclaimer. I had a hair transplant primarily in the front hairline in July. So some of the changes in these photos have been a result of that growing in. However, the changes of the Adegen protocol made are significant as well. Adegen has dramatically changed the overall thickness, quality of my hair, and continues to improve. It's filling in my crown. Now my prayer is that it will start to regrow the native hair. I'm sticking with Adegen, and he said, it's been like the answer to a prayer I've had since my hair loss started when I was 19. Wow, bro, means a lot to me, bro. So here's Peter's, you know, the crown, and dude, he took really good pictures, you know, multiple comparisons. So dude, I really appreciate the detail. So he said he had a hair transplant in his hairline, but you can see his crown is filling in. And how long has this been? November. So math's not my forte, but that should be close to about 2 or 3 months, right? 3 months, November, December, January. Yeah. So 3 months, and definitely healthier hair. The crown's filling in, bro. And guys, that's really what the secret is just giving health to the hair follicle and restoring health to the hair follicle, and the hair will take care of itself. And then here's a picture of the front. So So yeah, I mean, dude, it looks awesome, bro. It looks like you had maybe a small transplant in the hairline, nothing serious. And the great news is, dude, you'll never have to have another transplant. And I've talked about transplants in depth, but as you guys know, transplants they don't do anything to stop hair loss or the cause of hair loss. They fill in areas, but you absolutely do not want to have a hair transplant unless you 100% stop hair loss and restore as much as possible. And then, you'll also, if you ever would need one in the future, you will have a much better result because your hair follicles are so much healthier. And the great news is, dude, like bro, 19 years old. It's been like an answer to prayer since I had, since my hair loss started when I was 19. So, bro, you'll never have to worry about hair loss again, bro. It's a blessing to say that. I'm so honored, and I feel so privileged to be able to say that. And I'm so thankful to our team and the brilliant minds, that the giants of the shoulders that I'm standing on to make these solutions possible. So yeah, dude, it looks awesome. Justin said, here's week 1 and week 10. So another 90-dayer. I'm just staying consistent with the protocol. I see a lot of posts about receding hairline, started to see mine slowly come back, giving me back some of my self-confidence. Thanks everyone who posts on here. It is almost worth the money just for the support I get from this page. Yeah, guys, this community is incredible. I don't think there's anything like it, elsewhere. It's super special. And it takes a tremendous, especially like I said, it takes 90 days to start seeing results. So, and there's, as you guys know, so many scams and hair loss scams out there, and products that don't work or fulfill on their promises. And so I think it's really important to have, a community where we can, support each other, and you guys can share your feedback and be able to encourage one another, but also see and to be encouraged, because it takes faith and it takes effort to make change, and to put 90 days worth of time into getting your hair to grow back. So I really appreciate it, Justin. Your hair looks great, dude. It's completely filling in on the crown. It's just, I mean, dude, you're just getting started, man, and it looks great, bro. So congrats. Really happy for you, Brody. So Brody is a cool dude, young guy. And he said, didn't post my 90-day results, so here's my 95 to 99 days. I didn't realize how much thicker and healthy my hairline looks. That looking at the comparison is pretty mind-blowing. My hair looks thick and a little bit lower, so much darker. Thank you, Adegen. Sorry I had my doubts at the beginning, but I'm hoping this is just the beginning of my results, because at the rate I'll be back to my 20-year-old hairline in a year or so. So Cody's a cool dude. He's a drummer. We were friends on Facebook, and dude, I always, as I'm scrolling through Facebook, I see him just banging on, like pounding on the drums, and really talented dude. So Brody, congrats, man. You got some awesome hair. We joked about you being the mascot, which I was just kidding, but it was a compliment to your hair. So super cool. And your hairstyle is obviously very different than mine, but my hair was part of my identity. It really was. Like I said, I got voted best hair in high school. Then I started losing my hair, so I really know what it's like to. So I assume, and I can guarantee you, that your hair is extremely important to you as well, and rightfully so, dude. You have awesome hair, and it's definitely part of your look and your identity. So it's a big deal, guys. And again, Brody, the best news I can give you is, dude, you don't have to worry about hair loss ever again, man. It is history. So love it, bro. Thank you for sharing. Los in the house. So gosh, I think all these guys all these are 90 days. So really helped grow my hair back. I'm so happy. No more fibers and hiding caps. Now the next step is waiting on my topical 15. Sorry for the flakes on the picture. Routine: put the shampoo with warm water, brush aggressively, and then more shampoo, leave it in for 10 minutes, wash out, go to sleep. So he puts the topical in the morning, put the topical 1 hour before it goes to work. And then repeat the same thing every single day with my roller on 3 days a week. So this is Los's crown. Yeah, man. Really, really awesome. Incredible results so quickly. And dude, that entire crown is going to fill in really well, bro. So that is the crown. And here's a picture of his hairline and kind of the front of his head. And bro, you look like a different person, man. Yeah, bro, it's awesome, dude. So I appreciate you sharing with us, Los. It's so cool to see all the different people in this group. And literally the people from all around the world that are, I think we've shipped to over 100 countries now. It's just insane. Um, but all the different personalities, all the different looks, all the people from all, the different languages, and it's so amazing to see everybody come together and share their results and encourage one another. So, Los, it looks awesome, bro. Your hair's doing great. All right, this is a really good one, Michael. He says 3 months, 8 years of losing my hair, and now it's rapidly becoming history. Progress, massive overall thickening, hair is body again, still a long way for former glory, but hairline is so much more solid. Corners are coming pretty quickly. And so he talks about his protocol here. And he said, thank you for everyone in the group. This is a great group and who has been supportive and kept the morale high. So look at this, man. I mean, how long was this? So 3 months again. Is it? Yeah, 3 months. So Michael, dude, you look like Jesus, bro. I mean, this hair is just so awesome. Dude, I saw somebody commented and said, dude, if you have any more hair, we're gonna have to put you in a cage. And I was made me laugh. So dude, bro, your hair is incredible, dude. Like I'm so jealous. Your hair looks awesome. It's so freaking thick and healthy. And you could see like your hairline was on the way, it was receding for sure. But dude, it looks awesome, bro. And 3 months again blows me away. But dude, like you can rock that hair, and I'm sure your hair is part of your identity as well. And dude, I think you can be really confident in styling and wearing your hair because it looks awesome. So Michael, I'm super pumped for you, dude. Thank you for posting. And it's awesome stuff, dude. Darcy is a 44-year-old woman diagnosed with androgenetic alopecia 12 years ago, and here's her 90 days results. And didn't post a picture of herself, which is totally understandable and totally cool. But she showed here some difference in the shedding, and she said she wrote a really nice post, but she said, I finally wore my hair completely down today for the first time in 10 years. I've always worn it up to hide my thinning crown. Today, my scalp was not visible at all. I've had so many compliments on my hair. I thought, damn you, COVID. I wish I could go out for a beer to show off my amazing hair. So, guys, I really don't know what to say other than it's powerful to me. And we're not just selling a product here. It's like we are so invested in you guys. Like I really can't overemphasize how invested we are and how much we care and how hard we're working to make sure that we keep these solutions available. And we're working on doing some things here that I'll tell you guys about in the future to make sure that we can continue providing these solutions. So Darcy, I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that. So Nick in sunny Hawaii, he says Adegen rules. So 88 days. So 3 months. He says he ran out of shampoo. I can't wait. But my hairline is also filling in. What a blessing Adegen's been in my life. And he said, thank you to John, Paul Monroe, Christian today, and Siri for all your advice. Here's his protocol shampoo. More shampoo, let it sit. He's been using the topical for 2 months, topical 5, and then switched to the 15. So he says, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Dude, my pleasure, bro. It's an honor, man. Adegen family for life. Amen. So guys, 80 or 88 days, 90 days, 3 months, you can see a dramatic reduction in the the size of the crown here. And the other thing I think that's really important to note, and like I've talked about this, you've seen this a lot with other people, other before and afters, is the difference in the health of the scalp, right? Look at the epidermis, look at the skin. And that's what I've been saying, guys. Like, it's not about the hair. And that's why Adegen is so effective and so successful. It's not about regrowing the hair. It's about restoring health to the hair follicle. And And when you do, the hair takes care of itself. So, and providing a healthy epidermis with the scalp massage brushes, the SM brushes, and the roller also really help with that. So, Nick, it's awesome, bro. I know you posted your hairline. It looks great, dude. You can tell that like, your hair is filling in. Like, I mean, dude, your hair looks like just healthier overall as well. So I love it, bro. I'm jealous that you're in Hawaii. Very jealous, actually. But I appreciate you sharing, and it's a pleasure to have you in the group. So guys, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Dude, Paul, happy birthday, brother. So yesterday was Paul's birthday. And Paul, you've been a blessing, dude. The community is the most positive energy that you can get online. It is a true blessing. Isn't it crazy, dude? I mean, bro, it's crazy. It really is. Like, it's super special. Like, it blows me away, man. And my best friend Justin Kershaw, who he's on here all the time, he calls me. I mean, we talk every day, and he's like, "Dude, did you see Los's picture? Do you see this?" He's like, "Dude, I can't believe everything that's going on." And yeah, man, it's just awesome. The energy here is super special. So it's a blessing, man. And super thankful for you. So let's see here. We got a lot of comments. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, and guys, I just want you to know, dude, this dude right here, and let me see the other dude. This dude right here are working their tail off for you guys. They are working so hard and are doing such a great job. Pardon my French. Dude, like, I cannot thank Christian and Austin enough. I'm so thankful for these guys, and we would not be able to serve you guys the way that we do, and you guys would not have the results that you're having if it wasn't for those two guys. So they're a blessing, and it's an honor to have to be on their team, and I think that's why Adegen is so special. It's the foundation. Everything that goes into it is top quality. So I just want to say thank you to those guys. And I know you guys are hearing a lot of them, with emails, and Christian is doing just incredible with a lot of customer service, in the Facebook group. And you're talking a lot with Austin. So I just want to acknowledge those guys and tell them how thankful that I am for them. And, I hope you guys have a chance to do the same, because they're the real deal. All right, guys, hair loss stinks. That sure does. I love it, man. Philip, you're an OG, bro. You've been with us. Oh, dude, here we go. There we go. Austin and Christian are freaking awesome. They are. Don't make me cry. I have a dinner date tonight. Dude, you got a date tonight, bro? You didn't tell me about that, man. Here's the lucky lady. Yeah, these guys, I'm honored to serve guide and celebrate wins, baby. Super good dudes. They are the real deal. So I appreciate you guys. All right, so we're going to talk about something serious here. That actually we're not quite there yet. Sorry. So this Nick, this is for you, bro. So talking about how much we care and how crazy we are about quality, and to talk about my OCD a little bit. This was a picture of Monday. So I don't know if you guys heard, but Monday was like one of the worst storms that we had here in the Midwest. And there was it was really, really bad. But I was scheduled to go fly to Philadelphia to go meet with our industrial designer again, because the brush was almost perfect, but it wasn't just quite perfect. So this is my third. I mean, I don't even know how many hours and how many thousands of dollars just on the design of this brush. But I was like, damn it, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. And so I booked a flight. I flew. My flight left at 6:10. So I don't know why the heck it left so early, but it left at 6:10. I got there at 5. I had to leave my house at 4:30, and I got up at like 3:45. And so I fly, and I'm driving. I get a rental car, and it's like an hour and a half away from Philadelphia airport. but this was what I was driving through to make this to get the brush. So we worked all day long, and guys, like this brush um, is gonna be it's perfect. I'm so excited about it. Let me see here if I can you guys see? Okay, I think you guys can see me when I do this. So let me hold up the brush. But this is another 3D print. And so, I mean, we're working on different materials just for the 3D print. But like this brush is going to be, you know, a game changer. There's, you know, the brushes, the current SM brushes are great. But this is going to be a serious game changer. And the reason why is, and kind of what led a lot to this is, or the design of this is really understanding more about, you know, how to exfoliate the scalp and working with this guy. He used to work at Boeing. He's a aeronautical engineer. The guy's a genius. But the goal of the SM brush is to, you know, exfoliate the scalp, remove dead skin, dandruff, and sebum. And by doing so, you allow the active ingredients, they help penetrate the epidermis to get to the hair follicle, just like the roller does for the topical solution. But it also creates micro trauma and stimulates blood flow. But to do so, to be able to do that, the bristle pattern and the bristle density has to be very specific, because if it's not dense enough, meaning if there's not enough bristles, if the spacing is too far apart, you'll be able to really stimulate the scalp, but you won't exfoliate the epidermis as well, and you won't remove the dandruff and the dead skin as well. But then if they're too close, if it's too dense, the pattern, and the bristle diameter, and also that doesn't even get into the plastics and stuff. But if it's too dense, then what happens is it won't exfoliate and it won't be aggressive enough. So, I mean, we have this thing literally, as you can see by this picture and this picture, down to a freaking science. I have put so much time and energy. I'm probably more proud of this than almost anything else because this is, I mean, I'm like so excited about this thing. Yeah, and it's going to be awesome. It's just beautiful. It's literally a work of art and science. And I cannot wait to actually get it. So that's where I was on Monday, and I worked all day, and then I was supposed to fly out the next morning, but we got done, and I saw there was a 9 o'clock flight, so I ended up flying back to Columbus and got in at like 11 o'clock. But I just want you to know, and guys, we just changed the bristle pattern from like, you wouldn't even be able to see the difference really. But that's like the attention to detail. I just want you guys to know, like, this isn't stuff we're just throwing together. Like, we are insanely passionate and detail oriented. And like I said, it's the best, like Mercedes says, the best or nothing. The results are nothing. But so that's an update of the brush. I was hoping we would have it by mold, but this is it. So we are sending it to the mold, and we're probably 2 or 3 months away from actually having the physical product. I was really hoping that we'd have it when the shampoo was going to be in stock, but we won't, and we don't want to hold the shampoo for any longer. So speaking of the devil, the shampoo, guys. So we are compounding the shampoo this week, tomorrow, and if we don't get it all done tomorrow, we'll have it done on Monday. So the shampoo will be compounded, it'll be mixed, and then it has to go to, we have to do microbial testing it's a 5-day test. And we won't have any problems once it passes microbial testing, then we'll be able to bottle it. And we'll get it all bottled, and we will be ready to ship the first week of March. So I was hoping we'd be ready next week. I don't think we will be. I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, but I think we will be. The plan is the first week of March. So not next week, but the following week. And everybody here in the group, I'll make sure that I announce it to the group first, before we send it out to the main list. But we're getting tons of messages every day, and guys, trust me, we're doing everything we can. COVID has been a nightmare with supply chain and packaging and bottles, and so we're doing everything we can to get it done as soon as possible, but also without sacrificing quality, because that's our quality is our number one, first and foremost, no matter what. So that's the shampoo update. And I'm really excited to talk about something with the shampoo when we launch it, because I want to tell you guys a little bit extra about the shampoo. I've gotten a lot of questions about the 15, the new 15X and the 15S, which is the 15 extra strength and the 15 sensitive scalp. I've actually been using the 15X for the last couple months, and I really like it. And we also have had a lot of requests for a 15% sensitive scalp. So they are both in. We've compounded a fairly good sized batch, not a huge quantity, because we don't know how many we're going to sell or how many guys are going to want to try it or use it. And also I'm excited about it. I think it's a great product, and I'm using it because I want to first and foremost be the guinea pig. I test everything and I use it. I use everything, anything that I promote to you guys, I use it myself. And that will always be the case. But the 15 extra strength is not something that you should jump into right away. It's not necessary. And I don't think most of you, the vast majority of you guys, will not need the extra strength, the 15 extra strength. And to be completely honest, guys, I would say 90% of you or maybe even above 90%. The 5% is plenty strong and effective, and the results are mind blowing. So the 15X and the S are ready. All we're waiting on is the labels. And again, freaking COVID, Texas had a big storm also, so that's delayed our label supplier. But we're working to get them ready. So those are coming soon. The 15 extra strength is going to be more expensive because we've raised the percentage of the ARB, and we bumped up some of the other ingredient percentages as well. And it's also a little bit more difficult to compound, and it costs us. There's an increase in cost for us as well. So the 15X is going to be a little bit more expensive. We're trying to keep it at $149 right now, and then give you guys the same bundles discounts that we do with the other ones. So like 3, 4, 6, there's a savings there to try to keep it as cost effective as possible. The 15% sensitive scalp will be the same price as the 15% now, because the only thing we changed with the 15 excuse me, the only difference between the current 15 and the 15 sensitive scalp is we just replaced propylene glycol with glycerin. So it's going to be much more sensitive to the scalp. But it will still be the 15% concentration. So those are the updates on that. Any questions that you guys have? Any questions that you guys have on that? Yeah, I know, Philip. It's so funny, dude. I was literally just thinking about you when I was talking about the sensitive scalp, man, because I know that you were one of the guys that's been waiting on that, and I'm excited to get it to you, man. Yeah, crazy, bro. Great minds think alike, dude. Let's see. Any other questions here? Badly here. Want the 15X? Yeah, bro. It's coming, man. It's definitely coming, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. So those we're gonna have the shampoo the first week of March, and the 15X and the 15S, we may have those at the same time. They're ready to go. We have a bottle. We're literally just waiting. We're just waiting on the labels. So that's that. Let's go. Okay, so guys, this is what I wanted to talk, really kind of focus the presentation on and the training on tonight. And it's really interesting how this came about, because and Austin and I were at a meeting. We had some meetings last week in Orlando, Florida, and we were having dinner. And we got in late. We were tired. We just sat at the bar and we were having dinner, and we struck up a conversation with the guy next to us, who was a really interesting guy. And he asked us what we did, and we told him, we have a hair loss company. And he's like, "Oh, did you hear about the article that was published in the Daily UK, which is a big publication in the UK? So, Philip, this is in your neck of the woods." But we're like, "No, we didn't." He's like, "Yeah, there's a new study that came out about Propecia and Merck, and so I'll get into that in a minute. But I wanted to tell you guys how Propecia got started, how Propecia came to be, and this is it. So these are two. This is a study basically, but it was a study that was done in 1942, that there was it basically made the correlation that eunuchs or men that do not have testicles don't lose their hair. So that's kind of how this whole thing got started. So this is a picture of the study by James Hamilton, and it was in the American Journal of Anatomy. So if you guys want that, I can share the link in the group. But I took a picture of the actual study. So 1942. But the correlation was that basically through this they realized that hair loss is caused by hormones, and that if men don't have testosterone, or if they don't produce testosterone from their testes, that they won't have hair loss. Effectively, what Propecia really does is it's called a 5-alpha reductase inhibitor, and it attempts to block the conversion from testosterone to DHT by reducing this enzyme called 5-alpha reductase. But there are all kinds of side effects with Propecia that I experienced personally. I took Propecia. Like I said, I was voted best hair in high school. My hair has always been very important to me. I got voted best hair in high school my senior year. As soon as I graduated, I started noticing a receding hairline and balding around the crown, and it kept getting worse and worse. And I immediately got out my mom and aunt are pharmacists. We have 3 doctors in the family, and they told me, they're medical, they're in the medical industry, and they told me to get on Propecia and Rogaine. So I was like, thank God that there's a solution. So I immediately started taking Propecia and using Rogaine religiously, and I kept losing my hair. So not only was it not very effective in my case, and I even then graduated to taking off-label prescription drugs, oral minoxidil and dutasteride, which is a much stronger version of Propecia. It blocks a higher concentration, and there's 2 different types of 5-alpha reductase, but it blocks. Basically, it's a stronger DHT blocker, and so I had a lot of side effects. And to be honest with you, I didn't really know what was going on, because I was so depressed about losing my hair. I didn't really correlate that I was depressed because of Propecia or finasteride or then taking dutasteride. I just thought I was sad and depressed, and I was just bumming on life because my hair has been my identity. I've always been into my hair, and I felt like I wasn't going to be attractive, or I wasn't gonna, I felt like I wasn't the man that I used to be. And I was also really young, and I was like one of the only guys that I knew at the time that was losing their hair. So it really hit me emotionally. But thankfully, through this journey and all this trial and error and trying all these things and really becoming, immersed in the research and the science and talking to, the most brilliant people in the industry and learning about these things, I was able to, get off Propecia, which is, the solution that eventually led to what we now know as Adegen. But by being able to get off Propecia and finasteride and dutasteride, I felt dramatically better. So I had severe depression, and I also had really slowed healing and brain fog. And again, I mean, nobody told me about this. They said that it was, that it could affect your libido and your sex drive and things like that. And thankfully, I didn't have that issue. But nobody ever told me that it caused depression until I've been off of it for years and years, thankfully, and my hair's better than it's ever been. So you don't need Propecia or finasteride, and they're obviously much better alternatives. So this is a study that came out. It says, as an article that was published, says Merck knew its anti-baldness drug Propecia is linked to depression, reports of suicide, but decided not to update the medication's warning label. Documents show. So it says newly unsealed court documents. So there's literally court documents that Merck has that it showed that Propecia was linked to depression and reports of suicide, but they declined to add the warning to the label. And this is a summary of the article. I put the article. I highly recommend you guys reading it. I put it in the group last week. So Merck's drug Propecia was approved by the FDA in 1997. So guys, we are using the same, minoxidil is the other FDA approved drug. So we're using the same. There are only 2 FDA approved drugs, and I go deep into that in the book and the reason why there's only 2 FDA approved drugs. But we're using the same technology that's been around since 1997, guys. So it was the first ever drug to treat male pattern baldness. And it said as early as 2009, Merck knew of more than 200 reports of depression, including suicidal thoughts in men taking the medication. In 2011, during an update of the popular drugs label, Merck and the FDA declined to add depression to the drugs label as a potential risk. Since that decision, it's interesting that Merck and the FDA, guys. Since that decision, the FDA has received more than 700 reports of suicide and suicidal thoughts. 700 reports of suicide. Guys, hair loss is a big freaking deal, and this is why. And this is why I do feel a huge sense of responsibility, and the things that we're going to continue to make sure these solutions stay available. It's a big freaking deal. 700 reports of people killing themselves over losing their hair, and taking this drug, that isn't very even effective for hair loss. So they were 700 reports of suicide. And now, since it's all patent, the generic version of the drug, Merck defended its stance by saying there's no scientific evidence showing a causal link between Propecia or suicide and suicide ideation. But if you go on, I experienced it firsthand. The other concern about finasteride and DHT blockers, not just finasteride and dutasteride, but DHT blockers, is a potential increase in cancer. I actually got an email from a guy today. Obviously, I'm not going to say his name, but he had cancer, and he's a really healthy guy. He's a young guy, and he got cancer, and he stopped taking Propecia. Was the only drug that he was taking. He stopped taking Propecia, and thankfully, his cancer has been in remission. But there are some studies that show a potential increase in. There's some studies that show actually that finasteride reduces your chance of prostate cancer, but it dramatically increases your chance of a really aggressive form of prostate cancer, a more fatal kind of prostate cancer. So actually, prostate cancer runs in my family. Both my grandfathers had prostate cancer, so it's something I'm really aware of. And if you catch it early enough, there's a lot of great medical treatment. That it's pretty treatable, but there's a studies that show that finasteride or dutasteride DHT blockers can dramatically increase the chance of the most aggressive form of prostate cancer that is the most life threatening. And there's also some research that talks about finasteride in breast cancer in males, and that is because you're reducing. There's other studies that show gynecomastia, which is a like a breast enlargement. But this is what's also crazy to me, guys, is this is what these are the companies in the hair loss industry right now, the biggest names in the hair loss industry, Hims, Keeps, and Roman. They're not going to be the biggest for long, because we're going to be changing the whole thing. But they're still promoting and selling these drugs, finasteride, one, because they're not coming up, any new innovation. They're just selling the same stuff. And two, because the FDA restriction of that there's only basically minoxidil and finasteride. So it really gets me going. That these are the big companies with these are $1 billion companies, guys. These are companies that are valued at over $1 billion, and they're pushing the same stuff that studies are showing not only all these sexual side effects, but also depression and suicide. And you can go online, they're running advertisements for finasteride, generic finasteride, that's off patent. And these guys came to the market because it became off patent. So they're selling the same stuff that you can get off, at Costco or CVS off the shelves. So anyway, really kind of a sensitive subject for me. But I think it's really important, bro, or really important, guys, because I highly recommend that you guys do not take finasteride. I'm not a doctor, so this is not medical advice, but it's not necessary. It's not effective to actually stop hair loss, effectively enough by taking a DHT blocker. You would have to take so much more than 1 milligram of finasteride or dutasteride to actually stop hair loss, that you would have even more dramatic side effects. So you're effectively castrating yourself. And there's been guys that have said, I've had a couple guys say, well, I haven't had side effects from it, so it's no problem. And that's, it's totally your decision. And I respect, and I'm glad that you haven't had side effects. Like, that's awesome. I'm super glad to hear that. But it's a serious risk. It's a serious issue. And I promise you there's a better solution. You don't have to use it. I'm not just trying to sell you Adegen here, but I'm trying to inform you, and I'm trying to provide you the best solution, and I'm trying to give you the information so that you can make the most informed decision for your health. So that's my talk about finasteride and dutasteride, and that's a really powerful, like 700 people, guys. Like, it's a big deal. So Thomas, my man, he said, more than welcome. I suffer from depression too, so I get what it's like. But that's another thing about this group, not just for the hair, but a positive. Amen, dude. Thomas, you're a hell of a guy, bro. You're a really great dude, and we're so thankful to have you here, bro. Let's see, just kind of scrolling through the comments here. Alan, what's going on, brother? Glad you're here, man. So Jace, so this is a good question. Does niacin affect the sex life? What about Viagra? What about as a Viagra? So good question, man. I didn't see this one come tonight, but so niacin is a vitamin B3. It's a pure nicotinic acid. There's a lot of different forms that they say are niacin, but true niacin is nicotinic acid, vitamin B3, and it's a very powerful vasodilator. So it does not affect your hormones at all, but it is a vasodilator. And a lot of people that have ED issues, again, that's a blood flow issue. I mean, guys, like heart disease, all these things, ED, hair loss, blood flow is crucial. So niacin is a natural vasodilator. So it definitely does increase. It can increase your it can increase your, I don't know, your sex life, your manhood. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, man, it can help with blood flow. Let's put it that way. And there's a lot of other advantages as well, for like brain health and heart, like cholesterol levels. And I posted the book about niacin. But yeah, dude, it's pretty good stuff. So when will the shampoo be available? I talked about that a little while ago. It's the first week of March we'll be back in stock and ready to ship. So thank you guys for your patience. All right, guys, we're just about done here. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your guys' time. I want to be respectful of your time. Jace, this is another question you had earlier. When mixing the topical 5 and 15, I've been putting them on top of one another. The topical 5 in the morning, the shampoo, and then the topical 15 in the evening. Does it make a difference which one first? It doesn't, man. They're totally interchangeable. Excuse me. And I had another friend, David Purdy, who has been using the 15, and he asked, will my hair follicle get conditioned to the 15 that I always have to use the 15 and can't go down to the 5, or vice versa? And absolutely not. They're completely interchangeable. If you use the 15, you can go down to the 5. If you use the 5, you can go to the 15. You can mix the two. So it does not matter whatsoever. And there's also been people that have mixed. If you want a 10%, you can mix the 5 with the 15, and you'll effectively have a 10% solution. And that's actually not a bad idea, Jace, because by doing so, you'll have Retin-A in basically you have a 10% solution with retin A. But you can't go wrong. Jonathan asks, is there a downside to brushing more than twice a day? I just brush in the morning with the shampoo and then again in the evening before the topical. But is there a benefit to brushing, say, 3 or 4 times a day, or is it just not beneficially only cause irritation? So, Jonathan, twice a day is great. But I would say, can you overbrush? Yes, you can overbrush, and you'll know you're overbrushing when you get scabs or if your scalp becomes really sensitive or raw or bleeds. But brushing is good for the scalp. And what I would say is if your scalp is itching, like we've had some people talk about itching scalp, and also I think itching scalp is one of the first signs of hair loss. I think that's an early sign of hair loss. I remember when I was losing my hair, my scalp was itching. And I've also helped a lot of friends that when they first are seeing hair loss, their scalp is really, there's a lot of dandruff, there's a lot of dead skin, and their scalp itches. And I give them the brushes and they brush, and it's like just all this dandruff, comes off, and it brings super, like it really helps with the health of the epidermis. So brushing is great, but you can brush 3 or 4 times a day, but brush to, if your scalp is itching. But I think brushing twice a day is probably plenty. So again, it's kind of like the tortoise and the hare. You just be consistent over time, but you don't want to brush until, if you have irritation or if it's painful or if there's bleeding, then you're brushing too much. So Francis asks, hey, what does everyone use to clean the roller? Francis, so the instructions about the roller, legally speaking, are to soak the roller in alcohol for an hour to sterilize the roller. And this is not medical advice, but my personal use is you never share the roller with anybody. But I actually just run mine under hot water. I really never ever soak it in alcohol. Personally, you should soak it in alcohol. That's what's recommended. But personally, this is what I do. You ask what everyone uses. So I just run mine under hot water, and I only do that every so often too, but I keep it very clean. I keep it in the case, and I only use it myself. So hopefully that helps. Christopher said, is it bad for the protocol and progress if you've been brushing too hard? Is it bad for the protocol and progress if you've been brushing too hard? Didn't hurt at the time, and if you're getting a few scabs and spots, will this affect things negatively? Should I calm down? So yeah, dude, if you're getting scabs or spots, I definitely would calm down the brushing. The other cool thing that's going to be with the new SM brushes is I think they're going to help with that because it's more of a denser pattern, and we're doing some other things as well that you'll see. But it's going to be more effective at exfoliating the scalp because it's a more dense bristle pattern. So it's going to exfoliate the scalp better, and it's not going to be as as aggressive per se. So it should reduce the scabs and the spots while also still being even more effective as a exfoliation. So hopefully that answers your question, bro. But yeah, dude, if you're having scabs and spots, take it a little bit easy and give that time to rest. So Chase asked, does anyone gently massage their scalp while they sit with the shampoo in, or is it better to let it sit unbothered? So Chase, what I would recommend is, the protocol is to, I get in the shower, I rinse my hair with warm water to just kind of open up the epidermis, rinse out any styling products, and kind of prepare the scalp for the shampoo. Then I massage the shampoo in really well, just like any other shampoo. And then I take the brushes and I aggressively brush with the brushes, one in each hand. I, brush front to back. Actually, it's kind of interesting with short hair. I can just go back and forth. But if you have long hair, I kind of get it going in one direction and then brush. And then I apply more shampoo and really massage it in and lather it in and cover up all the areas. And then I let that sit because you want to allow those, you want to give it time, and you want to allow the ingredients of the shampoo to penetrate the epidermis to get to the hair follicle. So I would let it sit and don't keep massaging it. Really massage it well with the brushes, and then put a little bit more shampoo on to make sure you have a good lather and a good coat of the shampoo in, and then let it sit. Don't keep massaging it after that. So guys, that is really all I had for the presentation tonight. I hope that, yeah, Jace, my pleasure, brother. And go MS Keith, my man. Go green, brother. Amen. Let's see here. Okay, guys. I hope everybody's getting your questions. I see Christian's answering questions, and yeah, Christian, I appreciate you, man. Austin's on here. You guys are doing a great job. Where can I buy the product? Nocturnal. So you're checking in from YouTube, which is cool. Adegen.com. You see it behind, but Adegen.com. We have everything. The shampoo's out of stock, but we'll be ready next week or the week after next. Sorry, March 1st. Hari, the new brushes, we're working like crazy. This is the latest 3D print sample that actually is something that I can use. So we're now sending them to the mold manufacturer, and we will have those again, hopefully in 2 to 3 months. So that's what Christian was answering. Paul, my man, I appreciate you. I appreciate it, man. I actually haven't had my hair this short in a long time. It actually feels kind of good. I kind of like it. I'm going to keep the hair short on the sides, but I appreciate it. So guys, is there any other questions that you guys have? Anything I can do for you guys? I think everybody's familiar with the routine. If anybody needs or wants me to go through the routine, my personal routine, I'm happy to. Otherwise, I'll let you guys go. But if anybody has any questions about the routine or wants me to go through my routine, just let me know. Philip, my pleasure, bro. Dude, you're awesome, man. Keith, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. What a great community. Just an incredible group of people we have, guys. And yeah, guys, like I'm super thankful, super blessed. And I feel I just feel super grateful that you guys are here. Can you brush with the conditioner? Okay, so this is actually a really good question. Can you brush with the conditioner in your hair? So I have recommended this to certain people, like women, if they have really long hair, or if it's difficult for them to brush with the shampoo because their hair's tangled, or if they have really long hair. So with the brushes, what I recommend doing is I put one in each hand and I start on the side, and this is with the shampoo, and I get it going through the hair, and then I just keep moving, back and forth. But if you're having a hard time, or you can go back to, front to back to front, whatever you want to do. But if that's difficult because you have long hair, like when I had long hair, I start it and I get it going in a straight pattern. And then when it's in a straight pattern, I can really brush it well. But if you are a woman with long hair and you're having a difficult time brushing with the shampoo, yes, I actually recommend you could use conditioner first. Put the conditioner in and then brush through your hair and really aggressively brush your scalp with the brushes, just like the shampoo were in it. But you're really exfoliating the scalp. You're brushing aggressively the epidermis, the scalp, and then rinse the shampoo out and then apply the conditioner, then apply the shampoo, and then you can let the shampoo sit. So effectively you're doing the exact same thing, but you're helping, you're helping brushing through the hair without pulling on the hair if you're having a difficult time with the shampoo. But that's the only reason why you'd ever need to do that. So I hope that answers the question. Hari, thank you. My pleasure. Thank you for joining us tonight. An hour and 13 minutes talking about hair loss. I love it. So another great question. After the desired results, what should be the protocol? So the protocol I recommend is, I have a lot of people and a lot of friends, and one of my best friends, Derek, actually regrew a lot of his hair just using the shampoo and the brushes. So once, I do recommend, it's your call. You can actually not even use a topical and still have great results, and it will take longer to get to full results without using the topical. But when you do, you can maintain those results by just using the shampoo and aggressive brushing. I still use the topical myself because I'm obsessed with it, and I also want to make sure that I'm using what I'm promoting. But yes, you can maintain and not only maintain, you will still have regrowth, and you will still have increased results by using the shampoo and the brushes. Will there ever be subscriptions available? Yeah, we're working on this, guys. We're trying to make, we're trying to do everything we can for you guys. And the challenge with the subscriptions for me to understand is, the shampoo lasts a different amount, the products last different for different people. So you have to, everybody kind of uses them at different times. They're, on average. So we're trying to talk through this, and yes, we will try to have a subscription available. And Austin and I have been talking about making that happen. So we'll continue. We'll have another conversation about that. Jace, my pleasure, dude. Appreciate you, brother. Have a great night. Good question. Do you ever go into maintenance mode? Yeah, man. I'm sure I could just use the shampoo and the brushes right now, and I'd be good. But I'm obsessed, dude. Like, if there's anybody that doesn't want to lose their hair, it's me. But yeah, you can definitely maintain with the shampoo and the brushes. Alan, thank you, man. Cheers. Seth, dude, thank you, bro. My pleasure, dude. Nice to meet you, Seth. I don't know if you're new to the group. I think it's the first time I've seen your name. So, dude, welcome to the community. Thank you for spending the time with us. So you use the shampoo twice in the shower. Okay, so I'll go through the shampoo process real quick. So what I do with the shampoo is the routine, and there's links, and Christian can send you the links if you, and there's a lot of, the links that show how to do this already. But when I get in the shower, I get my hair really wet with warm water. And the reason why I use warm water is because the law of thermodynamics, it expands, it opens up the epidermis. And so I get in, I rinse it with warm water. That also rinses out any styling products and such. And then I take the shampoo, just like any regular shampoo, I put it in. I really massage that in. I get it spread all over the hair. And then with the shampoo in my hair, I take the brushes, and I use one in each hand. And I start on one side, and I go, and like I said, I get it going like from one side to the other, but I aggressively brush the entire area of the scalp, and I can see like dandruff and dead skin coming out as I'm doing this, because and that's the idea, and that's the reason why. And especially, guys, that's the other thing with the topical 15, you will have more cell turnover, which is what that is. But so once I really brush and really stimulate the scalp, I remove all the dead skin and dandruff. Then I take a little bit more shampoo. I take like a quarter size, and I really, really massage that in on the scalp. I really massage it in here, any area that you're really prone to hair loss. And then I let that sit for at least 5 minutes. I usually do. I shampoo the first thing that I do when I get in the shower, and the last thing that I do, I rinse the shampoo out. So because I want to allow for the longest amount of contact time. So that is the shampoo process. Okay, I saw a question here. Okay, so this is, I have heart issues. Can I use your product? So this is certainly not my area of expertise, and I nor anyone else in this group can answer that question. That's a very serious question, and you will definitely have to talk to your doctor, your medical healthcare provider, to have them answer that question. I cannot answer that question. Okay, here's a good question. Naresh says, can you please suggest how aggressive the brushing should be? I'm not sure if I'm brushing as aggressive as needed for the results. So, this is something you're going to have to figure out, but you can be aggressive, and you want to be aggressive to the point that that your scalp becomes a little sensitive. It shouldn't be really painful, but a little sensitivity is good. And you're brushing to really exfoliate and get rid of that dead skin and dandruff. And like I said, it helps the ingredients of the shampoo by removing, the things that are clogging the pores and clogging the epidermis. It helps the ingredients penetrate to get to the hair follicle. So you want to brush aggressively, but you will have to find what rhythm works for you. You want to brush aggressively where it's a little sensitive, but you don't want to brush too hard or too long to where you're in pain. Or any bleeding. So I would say brush to where you feel a little sensitivity, but don't push past the point of pain. And if you see any bleeding or scrapes, or if you see any bleeding in the scalp, you're brushing too hard. Not sure if I missed this, but does it matter if I use the shampoo in the steam shower? I noticed the shampoo is runny and not as thick after it gets really hot, just to make sure it's not doing anything. No, and again, that's the law of thermodynamics. No, you can steam shower, great, actually. That'll help open up the epidermis. Not necessary. So, yeah, people will ask me, is it necessary? No, it's not necessary, but is it okay? Absolutely. Okay. Thank you, John, and the rest of your amazing Adegen team. You are changing so many lives for the better. This is, guys, like, thank you so much. I don't even know who your name is. I wish I could see what your name is here, but thank you so much. That means, like, it really means a lot to me. It's so humbling, and it's even hard for me to, like, let that sink in, because, we're just doing our thing every day. But that really means so much to me. And if you'd known the journey that I've been on to get to this point, like, this is the goal. This was the goal 9 years ago, and I thought I was insane, and I thought I was losing my mind. And that means so much to me. I'm so thankful. So thank you so much. Was I ever thin in the middle? Dude, absolutely, bro. I was balding all through the crown, and I was really thin and losing my hair through here. So I'm very prone to hair loss here in the crown. So I really, really pay special attention to that area. Okay, Christian, thank you so much, dude. Christian put the link to the article of the instructions. I've never had dead skin or dandruff come out when you're brushing. Am I doing something wrong? Does that matter? Maybe I should just, no. No, I guarantee if you're brushing, you are having dead skin and dandruff come off. You just can't see it. And if you're in the shower doing it, you that's the point. You do it in the shower with the shampoo so you don't see it. But I guarantee if you're brushing the way that I show you how, I guarantee you 100% dead skin and dandruff is coming off. So just don't worry about it. Just follow the process. And you don't know, you don't need to see dead skin coming off. Alan says, do the same thing, do the same with a different healthy shampoo. Or so guys, so this is it's interesting because I hate even calling our shampoo a shampoo because it's really not a shampoo. Our shampoo is a topical solution, but it's a cleanser. So I wanted to make, and I document this a little bit in the book, and I've talked about it in the past. I tried every shampoo on the market, and I continued losing my hair, and I gave up hope that actually a shampoo could actually do anything for hair loss whatsoever. And it wasn't until I really kind of had a better understanding of the roller and how the roller works with the topical solution. And then I started testing the highest selling, the best selling and the most promoted hair loss shampoos on the market under mass spectrometry. And I spent, probably close to $100,000 of my own money testing these things. And I realized that all the ingredients that they were claiming were like minute, like what the highest selling caffeine shampoo on Amazon tested out at 0.01% caffeine, which is, nothing. It's just enough to make a label claim. So like going through this process, I made this shampoo for me. And I really hate calling it a shampoo. But that's the common lexicon. That's what people know it as. But it's a cleanser, and it helps exfoliate the skin. And the whole system is designed to work together, guys. It's it's the topical solution with the roller and the ingredients in the topical solution that inhibit DHT, but also create cell turnover that help the solutions penetrate the epidermis and create cell turnover, which is why you use the shampoo and the brushes to remove that. So it's a synergistic thing. You definitely will have benefit you can use any shampoo if you'd like, and you will have benefit by using the brushes with that shampoo. But does it compare to the Adegen shampoo? I 100% tell you, I can confidently say, I believe that it does not. So, but you can definitely try it. And you will have benefits by using, even if you use any shampoo and use the brushes, you will have a benefit rather than not using the brushes. So the question is, hey John, even though you've been using these products for some time, can you still get new results? Does there ever come a point where you can't regrow new hair? That's a good question. I mean, I feel like my hair is good and healthy. And yeah, I mean, once you get, so the point of this is, you're asking, like I said, the reason why Adegen is so successful and effective is not that we're regrowing hair. Um, the body regrows, the hair follicles regrow, or the hair follicles grow hair. Adegen doesn't regrow your hair. All Adegen does is restore natural health back to the hair follicle to allow the hair, to allow the body to function normally, to allow hair growth to happen. So yes, once you restore your hair to its full health and it's healthy, then yeah, you're not going to grow any more hair, because all we're doing, the goal of Adegen is just to restore natural health to your hair follicle. And once it does, you'll have healthy hair, like you did before you had hair loss. So that's what the idea is, and that's why it's worked so well. Oh, dude, Peter, my man. Hey, John, this is Peter. Not sure why my name doesn't show up. So bummed I missed the first hour. Didn't realize that you're on Eastern time. I'm in California, but I'm here now. Watch the video. Peter, dude, you're awesome, bro. Yeah, dude, I definitely talked about you, and your post really meant a lot to me, dude. So I appreciate you. Definitely rewind and check it out. And much respect to you, bro. And I'm super happy for you, man. Cool. All right, guys, it's about an hour and a half. I'm going to go get some dinner. I haven't eaten dinner yet. Daddy's hungry, but I appreciate you guys so much. And again, I will keep you guys updated in the group if the shampoo comes in sooner, and you guys will have first access to it in our Facebook group, and our family, before we send it out to our waiting list and the massive audience. So I appreciate you guys. Claudia, so nice to see you. I'll send an email here to you shortly. I love you guys. I really mean that. I'm so blessed and so thankful for each and one of you guys that are in our community. And it's so inspiring to see how you guys are, it's amazing how we're all, getting to know each other, developing relationships and friendships and supporting each other. So, it's something special, guys. I never saw this coming, but I'm super thankful to be on the journey with you. So I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great night. If there's any other questions, you can always send an email to support@adegen.com, and post your pictures in the Facebook group, and we'll make sure that you guys are well taken care of. So I love you guys. Hair loss is history. You guys have a great night, a great weekend, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you.